A single piece of paper can change the world. Think about that for a moment. A simple letter arriving in a mailbox can do so much. It can feed a hungry child, it can save a patch of rainforest, it can fund a cure for a terrible disease. This is the incredible power of a donor letter. It's not just an ask for money, it is a bridge. It connects someone who wants to help with a cause that desperately needs it. This letter is your most important tool. It is your ambassador, your storyteller, and your handshake all rolled into one. When done right, it doesn't just raise funds, it builds a family of supporters who believe in your mission as much as you do. Too often we see the donor letter as a chore, a necessary evil in the fundraising cycle. But that's a mistake, a huge one. This letter is your chance to have a one-on-one conversation with someone who cares. Imagine sitting down for coffee with your most passionate supporter. What would you say? You wouldn't just recite statistics and budget needs. You would share a story. You would talk about the lives being changed. You would make them feel the urgency and the hope. That is what your letter must do. It must capture that same energy, that same personal connection, and deliver it directly into the hands and heart of your reader. The magic happens when the letter stops being about your organization's needs and starts being about the donor's power. The donor is the hero of this story. They are the one with the ability to make a difference. Your letter is simply the invitation for them to step into that heroic role. It's the key that unlocks their generosity and their desire to be part of something bigger than themselves. Every word, every sentence should be crafted to empower them. It should make them feel seen, appreciated, and absolutely essential to the success of the mission. Don't just ask for a gift. Offer them a chance to be a hero. Think about the last time a letter truly moved you. What did it do? It probably told a compelling story. It spoke directly to you using language that felt personal and sincere. It made you feel an emotion, joy, empathy, or even a sense of righteous anger. That is the standard we must aim for. A great donor letter isn't just read, it is felt. It bypasses the brain's cynical gatekeeper and speaks directly to the heart. This emotional connection is what transforms a passive reader into an active, inspired donor. It's the spark that ignites a long-lasting relationship built on shared values and mutual respect. So why do so many non-profits struggle with this? Why are so many mailboxes filled with donor letters that are frankly boring? The biggest reason is a simple one. We talk about ourselves too much. We write letters that are full of we and our. We did this. Our organization needs that. We are so proud of our accomplishments. It's a natural trap to fall into. We are proud of our work and we want to share it. But the donor doesn't care about your organization's pride. They care about the impact their donation will have. They want to know how they can make a difference. The focus is in the wrong place. Another common pitfall is the tone. Many letters sound like they were written by a robot or a committee. They are formal, stuffy, and filled with jargon. They use phrases like leverage strategic initiatives or facilitate synergistic outcomes. Who talks like that? Nobody. Your letter should sound like it's from one human being to another. It should be warm, conversational, and easy to understand. Use simple words, use short sentences. Read it out loud. Does it sound like something you would actually say to a friend? If not, it's time to rewrite it until it does. Your goal is connection, not confusion. Then there is the failure to show impact. A letter might say, your gift of $50 will support our programs. What does that even mean? It's vague, it's uninspiring, it doesn't paint a picture. Now compare that to, your gift of $50 will provide a week's worth of warm meals for a senior citizen like Margaret. See the difference? The second example is tangible. It's specific. It allows the donor to visualize the good their money is doing. Donors need to see the direct line between their wallet and the positive change they are creating in the world. Always connect the dots for them. Finally, many organizations fail to understand their audience. They send the same generic letter to everyone. The loyal donor who has given for 10 years gets the same message as the person who signed up for an email list last week. This is a massive missed opportunity. Your donors are not all the same. They have different histories with you, different motivations for giving, and different capacities to give. Acknowledging their past support, referencing their interests, and making them feel like an individual, not a number, is crucial. Personalization shows you are paying attention. It shows you care about them as a person, not just as a source of income. The most powerful tool in your fundraising toolbox is a story. Humans are wired for narrative. We think in stories, we learn through stories, and we are moved to action by stories. Your donor letter must tell one. Don't lead with statistics, lead with a person. Tell the story of one child, one family, or one endangered animal that was helped by your work. Introduce a character, present a problem, and then show how the donor's gift can provide the solution. Make it real, make it emotional. Let the donor step into the narrative and become the hero who helps create a happy ending. A single, well-told story will always outperform a page full of data. Once you've told the story, you need to make the donor the central character in the next chapter. This is where you explicitly show their impact. Use the word you far more than you use the word we. Your sentences should be structured around the donor's actions. Instead of "we can provide clean water," write "you can provide clean water." Instead of "our goal is to save the wetlands," write "with your help, you will save the wetlands." This simple shift in language is profound. It transfers the power and the credit to the donor, making them feel essential and valued. They are not just supporting your work, they are doing the work through their gift. Personalization is the next key ingredient. In a world of digital noise, a personal touch cuts through. Start with their name. A "Dear Sarah" is infinitely better than a "Dear Friend" if you can reference their past giving. Thank you for your loyal support since 2018 shows you know them and appreciate their history with you. If you know they are passionate about a specific program, mention it. The more you can make the letter feel like it was written just for them, the more they will feel a real connection to your cause. This isn't just a mass mailing, it's a personal appeal from one person who cares to another. Finally, every great letter needs a clear and urgent call to action. Don't be shy, don't be vague. After you've told your story and shown the donor's impact, you need to tell them exactly what you want them to do. Ask for a specific amount. Will you give $75 today to provide a survival kit for a family in need? Explain why the gift is needed now. Create a sense of urgency. Make it incredibly easy for them to give, whether it's with an included reply envelope or a simple, clear link to an online donation page. Guide them to the finish line and make them feel great about taking that final, generous steps. We've seen organizations transform their fundraising by getting this right. A small animal shelter I know used to send out very corporate-sounding letters about their operational costs. Their results were flat. They switched to telling the story of one rescued dog, a scruffy terrier named Barnaby. The letter was written from the perspective of the shelter manager, who described finding Barnaby and nursing him back to health. The call to action was simple. Your gift of $35 will feed a dog like Barnaby for a month. Their donations from that single appeal more than doubled. People didn't want to fund operations, they wanted to save Barnaby. Another example comes from an environmental group. Their old letters were full of scientific data about habitat loss. They were important but dry. They changed their approach to focus on the donor. The new letter included a photo of a beautiful local forest and a headline that read, "This is your forest to save." The copy was all about how you could be the protector of this land for future generations. They included a simple tear-off slip with specific gift amounts tied to tangible outcomes like planting 10 trees. They empowered their donors, and in return their donors gave more generously than ever before. So here are your simple tips. First, tell one story about one person, make it emotional. Second, make the donor the hero. Use the word "you" constantly and show them their direct impact. Third, be personal. Use their name and reference their connection to you. Write like a human, not a robot. And fourth, have a clear, specific and urgent call to action. Don't leave them guessing what to do next. Follow these steps and you will be well on your way to writing a letter that doesn't just ask for money, but inspires a deep and lasting connection. Now it's your turn. The power to inspire action is sitting right there on your keyboard, and your cause is worth it. Your donors are waiting to be moved. I invite you to take these ideas and put them to the test, and I'd love to hear about your experiences. What has worked for you? What challenges have you faced when writing donor letters? Share your stories and questions in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and write letters that truly change the world, one mailbox at a time. What will your next letter say?